Kate from Modern Alternative Mama here, and I want to show you today one of my very favorite and very easy home remedies. This home remedy I call anti-everything pills, which is kind of a silly name, but it's antibacterial, antiviral, anti-inflammatory, and we've used it for headaches, we used it for colds and coughs, we've used it for general pain, and we've used it for poison ivy, which is a big thing at this time of year. It reduces the swelling and inflammation, so it can make the poison ivy go down faster. And along with a second thing that I'm going to show you over here really quick, it's caused our poison ivy, when we have gotten it, to go away in about 2 or 3 days, which if you've had it before, you know is really, really quick because poison ivy can be pretty nasty. So right here I have turmeric. This is just your basic organic turmeric powder. You can find it in the spices section at pretty much any grocery store. I have Ceylon cinnamon, which I don't know if they have Ceylon cinnamon at the grocery store. They have regular cassia cinnamon. You can use either one depending on what you have access to. This can be ordered online. I got it, I think, on Amazon. This I just got on Mountain Rose Herbs. That's one of my other favorite places to get herbs. And this is just ground black pepper, which of course is available pretty much anywhere. This is really coarsely ground because we usually put this in capsules, but if you're going to take it the second way that I'm going to show you, then you're going to want to grind it a little bit more finely. So I'm just going to take one of my cute little mason jars here. I have so many of these, I love using them. And all I'm going to do is mix these 3 ingredients together in here. So we'll put our black pepper, we'll add our cinnamon, and our turmeric. There we go, let's put it this way. So then all you gotta do here is shake this together to mix it up. There we go. So this powder is now finished. You can serve this in one of 2 ways. When we use this with little kids, we take raw honey like this and we just put about 1 to 2 tablespoons in a little bowl, and then we take about a ½ teaspoon of this powder and we mix it together. They think it's a special treat because it mostly tastes like honey and cinnamon, so it's like dessert to them. Or you can take capsules. We have like little 00 capsules. You can find those on Amazon as well for, I think we paid about $12 for 1,000 of them, so they're not very expensive. And you can fill them just by hand, like open them and scoop them and put them together, or there's little capsule machines that you can buy, and those are about $12 or $15. And then you can fill like 2 dozen of them at once. You just put one side and one and the other side and the other, and then you put them together. So we use this basically like as needed, like every 3 to 4 hours if we like have a cold or something, or with poison ivy we were giving it about every 4 to 6 hours. Basically whenever the kids couldn't sleep at night and they were kind of miserable, then we would just give them a little bit of this. Now, of course, with poison ivy, we want to address the rash too. It's not just an internal thing. So this right here is bentonite clay. I think you can find it at most health food stores. If you don't find it there, you can definitely find it on Amazon or on Mountain Rose Herbs or any other site where they're going to have like herbs and natural things. And here we have my little lavender essential oil. This one is plant therapy. I love to use plant therapy, and lavender is safe for pretty much all ages, so you don't have to worry too much about this. So I have about a teaspoon of bentonite clay here, and I'm going to add just about 4 drops of this. Okay, so there's my essential oil. And then I'm going to add a little bit of water. I have about a ½ cup here. I shouldn't need all of this. The clay will absorb a ton of liquid, so you're going to want to stir it together and then give it some time to sit and then stir it again. You want to get a thin paste, basically. So I'll stir for just a minute here. See how it's getting really, really thick, but there's still a lot of water. Sometimes it's really hard to get it to absorb neatly if you're doing this, and you may want to run this like through a small blender or a food processor, or another easy way is just to let it sit for 5 minutes and then to go back and stir it again. But anyway, once you have this completely stirred and it's like a nice smooth powder, then you just spread a little bit of it on the rash, like wherever it is. We did this about every 4 to 6 hours as well. My son, when he had poison ivy, before we did these things, he was waking up like every 20 minutes crying about how itchy he was and how uncomfortable he was. And once we started doing this, then he was able to sleep for about 4 to 5 hours before he was uncomfortable again, and we had to reapply. And that only took about 1 or 2 nights before he was like significantly better. So this is my absolute go-to for poison ivy. It should work for poison oak or poison sumac, or kind of like any skin rash that you might get, like if you're in the woods hiking or something. So super, super easy. I actually like to carry this clay like with me in my first aid kit when I'm traveling in the summertime, just so that if somebody does like brush up against a plant, I have something that I can put on it immediately, so that hopefully they don't end up with like a reaction later on. If you're really, really interested in natural remedies like these and you're feeling like it's really complicated to get started, you should definitely check out the Ultimate Herbs and Essential Oils bundle, which is going on now through June 27th. There's 21 different resources in there, including several different books about like basic use of essential oils, basic herbs, and there's an e-course in there called Herbs and Essential Oils Beyond the Basics that I'm going through, because I know a lot about this stuff, but there's always more to learn, and I'm really excited to go through that course. That course alone normally sells for almost $200, and this entire collection is only $29.97. So check it out. I have the link above this video so you can go learn more about that. And I hope you'll really take that seriously, because it's an entire library of information that you can use forever, basically. You'll never get through it all, but at least you'll have an opportunity to look up exactly what you need, because you'll be able to find something for moms and babies, for pregnancy, for colds and flu and stomach stuff, and anything that you can think of, it's going to be covered in that. So it's only through June 27th, so you only have a couple more days to do that, and it is only $29.97, so definitely check it out. Thanks for being here.